I am determined to get this food spend down. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I'm excited. What the heck? I'm always trying to save money. I think I've turned the oven on with my butt. I am never going to financially recover from this. Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new vlog. I'm Lee from Mortgage Free Lee. I talk about money and mum life on the internet, and we're doing the food shop. I am determined to get this food spend down. It is going to happen. If you're new around here, I'm Lee. I'm a money saving mum of two. I love all things budgeting. I like to get a good deal. And one of the things I definitely think we can save money on is our food shop. Now I know that food has got more expensive, but I also feel like we're overspending. So I'm on a mission to get our food spend down. We have been doing these vlogs for ages. The last one was very much me having a shed collapse because I was so frustrated with how much money that we end up spending on food. Because I'm always trying to save money and I never really seem to manage it. There's a whole entire playlist of these if that's your thing, so do go through it and watch some of the old ones. But in my ongoing mission to battle my food budget, we're doing things a little bit differently this week. So usually I am an Aldi girl through and through. And don't worry, we're still going to Aldi. I still love Aldi. However, there are a couple of things that are different this week. Number one, usually we've got a Gusto come in, like a Gusto box, because we've had a lot of credit, but that's coming to an end. So this week there is no Gusto box, so I need to buy food for the whole week. Number two, we're not just going to Aldi. So I've already been to the Co-op. I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to show you what I got. But before we go any further, the Co-op did give me a £50 gift card. They didn't say I have to film anything. There is no obligation for me to shop at the Co-op, but they've got a really good offer on, so I did. That technically makes anything to do with the Co-op in this video an ad, just so that you know. I'm really excited to show you what I got because I think I've got a great deal. If you're watching this on Saturday, you will be able to get this deal too, because it's until the 24th. And basically, if you are a Co-op member, so you've got a Co-op card, you'll automatically get £10 off a shop over £40, which is like 25% off your shopping. And even better, you can combine it with the other offers, which I've done. So I cannot wait to show you what I've got because I think I've done really well. So we'll be using the Co-op as part of our shop, and then we'll be heading off to Aldi, as we always do. And I will be trying to keep closer to £100 to £125 budget, which is always my goal, and I never manage it. But before I show you what I've bought, let me go through the meal plan. So for reference, we are a 4-person household. There are 2 adults, there are 2 children. The youngest is 2, my daughter is 6. They do eat some of their meals at childcare and school. So there are some meals that I don't have to account for when it comes to the kids. But like most kids, they are perma-hungry, so they have like 5 dinners and 2 breakfasts. The meal plan this week consists of a lot of our Gusto favourite recipes that we are recreating ourselves, if that makes sense. So that's one of the best things about Gusto is you get the recipe card, you can make that recipe forever. Sorry, holy moly. So this is my plan for dinners. I want to have a curry, so I think we're going to have this one from Gusto. It's a Goan king prawn style bolacho curry with basmati rice. Probably said that all wrong, but it's got like spinach in it for the iron. I have a bit of an iron, not deficiency, but I'm persistently low in iron. Is that a deficiency? Probably is. Friday is pizza night. Just wait till I show you the pizza that I've got. It looks insane. Saturday is this bassa meal. I've talked about this one before. It's like bassa with kale and potatoes. It does not sound good. It is amazing. We absolutely love it. Sunday is family dinner. I think I've talked about this before. On Sundays, we're trying to all make sure that we eat our dinner together so that we're eating with the kids. Trying to encourage my daughter to try some new foods. It's actually working really well and everyone's really enjoying it. So chicken burgers is what they've chosen for that. I don't eat chicken, so I need to get myself some like veggie version of that. On Monday, it looks like we're having some sort of fish tacos. Let me get the recipe card for that because I think I put it away. Yeah, here it is. So these like crispy fish tacos, these are so good. Tuesday, we're having a halloumi salad, which we've had from Gusto. Like last week, it was really good, so we want to have that again. And it also just mixes things up because I don't eat meat, but I eat fish. Everyone gets mad at me when I say that. I'm pescatarian. I don't know how else to explain it. I eat fish, but I don't eat any other kind of meat. I don't eat gelatin, all that stuff. So you will see that a lot of our meals are like fish. So we try and mix up the type of fish that we're eating. And then also it's good to have like a veggie day where we're not even having any fish at all. We're also using what we have. So I got a couple of bits from Sainsbury's because I was buying olives and I thought these bits look really nice. So let me show you those. So I got these like mushroom croquettes and this feta with harissa marinade. So I've kind of got these tapasy bits, and in the spirit of using what we have in, we're going to just sort of add some stuff to this and have a bit of a tapas night. And then the last meal is going to be this creamy king prawn linguine. This is so good. It's like a little bit spicy, very tasty. I'm excited. So that's the meal plan. Obviously that's like evening meals for the adults mostly because my son eats his meals at nursery. We've got family dinner. I mostly have to think about adults when it comes to the evening meals. Hope that makes sense. Let me show you what I got from the co-op because I think I have got a bit of a deal and I'm very happy with it. Okay, so this is the co-op haul. I got all of this for just over £35, like it was £35 something. Let me see if I can find the receipt. So it was £35 and 7p. I personally think £35 and 7p for all this is great, especially when you see what's actually included here. So let me go through it and I'll explain why it was such a good deal. As I said, the reason I went was because they have this member offer where you get £10 off a £40 shop. Here's what I got. I'm going to show you the freezer bits first because I need to put them back in the freezer, otherwise it'll melt because it's so hot today. So they basically had this like 5 for £6 deal where you could basically get one of each thing and it was £6, which makes all of these things like £1.20 each. And chicken burgers were in it, which was a winner because I needed those anyway. I also needed some kind of chips to go with the chicken burgers. They were in it. Then scampi was in it. I have not had scampi for years, but I used to love it, so I got that. Battered fish was in it. And then the absolute winner was Magnum. Now, these are so expensive. Magnums are so expensive these days. And don't get me wrong, these are like the lower end of excellence when it comes to Magnums, but all Magnums are good. Well happy with that. Then I think we'll do meat. So I did get some quite expensive cooked salmon, and I did it because basically I was saving so much money with the offers and the discounts that I thought, well, I can afford to spend a little bit extra on the salmon. You know I love my cooked salmon. This looks amazing. These are hot smoked salmon fillets in a tandoori marinade. How good do they look? They were £5.75 though, so they were not cheap. But part of what made that an option was I absolutely hit the yellow sticker jackpot and got 2 packs of prawns on clearance. They were £2.41. So that is 2 packs of prawns for under £5. And this counted towards the deal, which is nuts. You can freeze them. I am going to freeze them. I should have probably bought more of these whilst they were on clearance, but you know, I like to leave some for someone else, so I just got what I needed. Then if we do the sort of fruit and veg section, I got some picorella tomatoes. So these must be like the piccolo tomatoes. These were not cheap, but they're not cheap anyway, so they were fine. I tried to pick things that were Aldi price matched. So I got a cucumber, which was Aldi price matched. The onions were Aldi price matched. The broccoli was Aldi price matched. The eggs were Aldi price matched. I got some tomatoes, avocados, and coriander. I also got some honey and some Vimto because the kids love Vimto. This was on some kind of offer as well. And then I wasn't sure if they would have the hula hoops. As I've said, I can't buy the Aldi hula hoops because the kids know the difference. They had them and they were on offer, so they were just the same as going to get them at Tesco. There were a couple of things that I got that were a little bit like treat yourself, and this is probably the section. So I got some olives. I got this hummus, this sort of bougie hummus, and I got this coleslaw. This looks actually really good. We need this for pizza night, and these were in a 3 for 2 offer. So I think, I'm not sure, but one of these I didn't have to pay for. It might have been this actually, so I didn't have to pay for that. And then I picked up some crisps. Now again, these were a little bit on the pricier side, but I literally saw someone from like McFly saying these are the best crisps. We love a salt and vinegar hand-cooked crisp in this house. So I got these irresistible hand-cooked sea salt and Chardonnay wine vinegar crisp. And last but not least, we need to talk about this pizza because it looks so good. So they had these really nice pizzas, these co-op irresistible pizzas. They had loads of different flavors. They all sounded amazing. Obviously, I don't eat meat, so I could either have the mozzarella one, which looked great, or I love a good vegetable pizza with all the veg on. And this one looked amazing. So it's a vegetable antipasti. Antipasti, I always sound like really common when I say that. It's got red onions, caramelized red onions, garlic and herb mushrooms. Oh my gosh, this sounds amazing. Char-grilled yellow peppers and sun blush tomatoes. They were £5 on member offer, and I thought, well, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's try that. I am so excited to have that. It looks so good. And the original price when I put all this through the till, you know when you're like really scared that an offer's not going to work or like you've got something wrong, the original price was £56.42, which is clearly not the plan that I had. Then it took off a bunch of offers and it says you've saved £8.90. Then it took off my 75p that I won on the spin to win. And then it took off the £10 for this like get £10 off a £40 spend thing, and it was £35 and 7p. I think, considering that I got a really expensive salmon, a really fancy pizza, a couple of little bougie dips and bits, then like 5 things for the freezer. I think that is nuts. So I was very happy with that deal. Let me know what you think about that. Do you think that shop was good value for £35? I mean, it was a total win that I managed to get the prawns on reduction, and that's just luck of the draw. But I thought that was great. I am trying a new mic today, and I'm not sure if I like the way that this looks for vlogging. So sorry about that. We'll see. See if the sound quality is better. Let me know what you think. But I'm not sure how I feel about this. Yeah, so the plan is now I need to have a look over my shopping list, see what I can tick off, make sure my shopping list has everything I need on it. Then we're going to go to Aldi. I will show you absolutely everything I buy at Aldi. Fingers crossed we can cut down this cost. Pray for me, people. I've just arrived at Aldi. I'm just about to go in. If you know me and my ongoing saga with the bags and the trolley coin, I do not have a trolley coin. I have bought trolley coins, I have lost trolley coins. I do not have a trolley coin. So we're going to hope that the good old house key trick thingy works in the trolley. I am on a time crunch. Also, it's so hot. How hot is it at the moment? I don't know, but it's hot. It's so hot in the UK right now. Yeah, I'm in a bit of a time crunch, so I'm just going to run into Aldi, get everything I need. I did buy a £75 voucher on the Everup app, got my coins. I'm not going to go into all that and how that works. If you're interested, in absolutely every other video I explain it. I got 81p cash back on a £75 voucher, so just over 1%. Not my best, but still not to be sniffed at, because I need that 81p more than the people who own Aldi, right? Let me head in. I'm going to try and not buy things that are not on my list. I feel like my list is a little bit light, and I'm just hoping that that's me adjusting to shopping for 1 week and not doomsday prepping like I often do and buying a load of things I don't need. Anyway, let's go. I am back from Aldi and Tesco. I have literally been to every shop in the world today. This is not an effective way to shop, but I'm just doing my best here. Just out here doing my best. If I am sweating, it's because it is boiling. It is so hot, and I have been to every shop on planet Earth, so I am hot. Let me show you what I got, then we'll talk about how much it cost. We'll do Aldi first. So I got some red onions, I got some baby spinach, I got some easy peelers, some ginger, some cherry tomatoes, I got some lemons and limes. I got a pack of the sweet peppers. They look quite nice this week, so I got like the 3-pack. I got a pack of bananas, spring onion, little gem lettuce. Also got some kale, which I need for a recipe, and 2 jacket potatoes. I think that is it on fruit and veg from Aldi. Then bread, I got some burger buns. I always like the seeded ones. They didn't have the seeded ones, so that kind of sucked. Some plain bagels for the kids, some chia batter rolls, which are for a recipe, and some of the big naan bread. Frozen stuff, I literally got 2 things. I got some garlic bread, and I got some sweet potato fries. I'm gonna put these in the freezer now because they have been out of the freezer for a while. So snacks wise, I didn't get a lot. I got some dino tails for the kids and some of these yogurt pouches that my son likes. That's it really I got on the snack front from Aldi. Meat, I got some smoked salmon. I said to you last time that I get this one. It's slightly nicer because I get the ick if it looks gross. And I feel like the cheaper ones do, even though they're totally fine. I got some ham for sandwiches. And they had batter this week. I actually only needed 1 batter, but I got 1 of each because sometimes they don't have it. So I got them because they're going to live in the freezer anyway. This freezer needs help. Oh, I also got some tuna. So a 4-pack of tuna. And then kind of like pantry random items. I got some beans. I got a little kids cheese and tomato pizza. I've said before, this is the one they like. So I would give them nicer pizza. They just won't eat it. Got some mini wraps for tacos. Some veg stock. I got some Baby Bells because again, it's the price I'm worth paying for the kids to have a healthier snack. Some butter, some cheese and some sugar. I also got some honey hoops, some Weetabix. I got some orange juice. I got mayo, barbecue and brown sauce. Yes, I am a brown sauce person. What do you want to say about it? Oh, I also got nappies actually, but I got something I didn't need, which was this organic Prosecco. We didn't actually have a drink last weekend. We're trying to reduce the amount that we drink. It doesn't make us feel good anymore. But with the weather being nice, I think we might end up wanting to have a drink. If we do, I don't want to have to go and pay like £8 a bottle at Tesco when I could have this in for £6 something. So I bought that. We'll see if I drink it. I'm gonna clear off the Aldi stuff and then we'll do Tesco. Why do I never take the amount of time it takes to unpack the shopping into account when I'm planning the shopping? It takes so long to put everything away and my freezer is a hot mess. Anyway, onto the Tesco shop. I got chives that they didn't have anywhere else. I got some baby cucumbers because when I got the Aldi baby cucumbers, they all went moldy really quick, I think because they were in a little plastic bag. So I got them from Tesco. I also got some Tesco strawberries because I am not keen on the strawberry life that I get from Aldi. Then I got some halloumi because they didn't have this at Aldi either. Very strange, but they didn't have it. I got Quorn burgers for me for chicken burger family dinner. I got some McCain wedges. These are branded, unbranded is cheaper, but these are better. I got some crumpets because they do them in the big pack. They only do the 6-pack at Aldi and it gets on my nerves. Then I got these which were on yellow sticker from Tesco. These are so much better for the kids because they actually eat the whole thing. If I give them bread, like a sandwich with bread, they eat one bite out of the middle and then they don't eat the crust. Obviously these don't have crust, so they eat the whole thing. They were 56p each, so that was a winner. Like school snacks, I got these Barney Burr things, some Saurine bars, these Trek bars for the adults. I mean, if I get a look in on these, it'll be a miracle. My husband will just be like a moth to a flame. Then we need to talk about clotted cream, guys. What the heck? This was £3. We needed Cornish clotted cream for a recipe. Let me see what kind of recipe it was. It's for the really nice pasta. So I wanted to get the right thing. They didn't have it at Aldi. I don't remember seeing it at the Co-op, I'll be honest, I wasn't looking. They only have it at Tesco, they only have this one and it was £3. In the words of Joe Exotic, I am never going to financially recover from this. Then drinks wise, I had to get decaf tea because they seem to have stopped doing this at Aldi, which is frustrating because I like the Aldi one a lot better. I got 2 of my favourite Minor Figures organic barista oat milk. I got a little jar of jalapenos. It pains me to pay £1.50 for this jar when I get the massive ones from Costco, but we're not currently in the Costco membership, so I had to do this. I might have to look it up online if I can get like a bulk order of jalapenos. I got 2 of the San Pellegrino dark Morello cherry and pomegranate. This is really nice. These were on offer £2.50. I had to get a tray of cherry Pepsi Max. We haven't had it for a while. It was on offer, it was £7.50, but that obviously bumped up the price quite a lot. And then I love kombucha. I usually get myself some kombucha for like the week. It's a little treat for myself. I didn't want to pay £5.50 for it this time. So instead, I got this Living Things gut friendly peach and blood orange, what is it? Prebiotic soda. Because I figure obviously it's like gut friendly kombucha, you know, I thought it might be a good replacement. This was £5.50, however, I use an app called Green Gin, which is like a coupon app, and they give me £2 back for buying this. So I will get £2 off that and it'll be £3.50 rather than £5.50. So I thought that was a good compromise. I'm gonna put this away, we'll talk about how much it all cost. I'm not gonna lie, it has been a bit of a mission to go to 3 shops today. I wouldn't usually go to 3 shops, but it's just the way it's worked out today for various reasons. I don't know what I've done with my Aldi receipt. You are not gonna believe me when I say that I actually didn't spend £75 in Aldi. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you are just not gonna believe me. I think I've turned the oven on with my butt. I've put the light on in the oven and I don't know how to get it off. Anyway, I spent £67.48 at Aldi. Probably the smallest and cheapest Aldi shop I have done in living memory. Obviously I spent £35.07 at the Co-op, but I feel like I definitely got more than that in value. But then as per usual, Tesco is where it all went wrong. Now, in my defence, I wasn't necessarily planning to buy a £7.50 tray of Coke, but I did. So Tesco was £44.37, but I got £2.13 back from the Everup app, getting cash back. I also got £2 cash back for those like prebiotic soda things, so that brought it down to £40.24. So when we add all those things together, I spent £142.79. Now, yes, that is more than I wanted to spend, but I feel better about it than I did last time because I can clearly see if I didn't buy a tray of Coke and I didn't buy a bottle of Prosecco, I'd be so much closer to the sort of £125 mark where I would be really happy. So it seems like really easy adjustments there. If I wanted to be really, really super harsh on that budget, but my lovely friend, Katie Kicker, my lovely internet friend, sort of reassured me and said that perhaps it's not me failing, if you like, to stay in the grocery budget. Perhaps I just need to increase my grocery budget. And I definitely do. I know that you can shop for £100 a week. Some people have no choice. But we do have the luxury of buying a few extra things that we don't necessarily need, that we enjoy. So striking the balance, I definitely want to be closer to that £125 mark, but if I can stay under 150, I'll be pretty happy with that. And I am now going to sit down at 3:35 p.m. to eat my lunch. Please let me know in the comments what you thought of my shop, how did I do this time, and how much are you guys spending and for how many people, just to make me feel a little bit more normal and not like we're the only people spending this amount of money. But whatever you do leave me a comment. You have no idea how much dropping a comment on a video like this can help a little channel like mine. I am Lee from Mortgage Free Lee. I talk about money and mum life on the internet. We've decluttered my wardrobe recently. We do budget with me's, we go to Aldi a lot, we sort my life out. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, do click the subscribe button to come back for more, and I will see you on the next one.